All right. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Halayim Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Haracha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and others of Great Millstone who taught us the truth. Honors and salutations to the elect and to the men that died doing the work of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai because they shall of us first. Right? To the men, women, and children that believe on the true name of the Father and the Son, which the Father's name is Yahweh, he exists. The Son's name is Yahweh Shai, he is the deliverer. As he's coming to deliver us out of this captivity that we're in. My name is Maka Allah Ben Gad Ben Yasharala with the Church of Philadelphia camp here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Once again, coming back at you with some more truth. And I came across this video on Instagram with this Issachaarite. He's speaking the truth, man. And you would look at him like, yo, he looks like he got a lot of shit going on with him, but he's actually speaking the truth and he's saying some valid things. All right, so you can tell this man been through some things, but the Lord is he's he's waking his people up, man. All right, and you got the scripture right here, which I have down. It's First Chronicles. It says, "And the children." Matter of fact, I'm gonna play the video because you got to.
Ever tell you, how we read the stars? We used a thing called cenotes, which were these ponds, reflection ponds, to read the stars. While Columbus was looking up at the stars, trying to read them, trying to find these holy people that had a blessed land that was promised to them, full of riches and rich soil and all this and that. He was looking up at the stars, and he didn't know how to use geometry using the reflection ponds, and that's how we got here. Our real name is not Aztec; it's Issachaar. That's our real name. They gave us the name Aztec because it means people of time, because we kept time in numbers. And so that's where that came from. So it's really important to know your history,
And check this out.
And you mentioned the indigenous language of was it the Aztecs or the Mayans?
Both of them.
Both of them. Mm-hmm. You said it was connected to an old Hebrew.
Ancient Paleo-Hebrew.
So does that mean that language that was indigenous to what Mexico and Central America is today was a Semitic language?
Yeah, so what the schools teach you is an indoctrination. You get inducted into this indoctrination of what they want to call you or what they tell you that you are. So for instance, our people get called Hispanic, right? So Hispanic, not knowing what that term means, we call each other Hispanics, but that was under the Spaniard captivity. When the Spaniards came in 1492 and, raped, robbed, and pillaged, the people of Mexico, how they knew you were under that captivity was by calling you an Hispanic, how you belong to a family of a Spaniard.
And you mentioned
that dude, he brought out some valid points, man. He went into the Paleo-Hebrew. All right, he said, going back to he said that's where that language goes back to. All right, so hey, man, he's telling you the truth, like it's Zephaniah. It tells you he's going to return back to your pure language, man. So that you'll be able to serve him. So the first scripture I want to bring out is Joel 2:28, starting at 28, going down to 32. It says, matter of fact, I'm just going to read. Let me go all the way down. We're going to go all the way down. It's Joel 2:28. It says, "And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions. And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit. And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of Yahweh come. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of Yahweh shall be delivered." And who's going to call on his name? The elect. It says, for in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as Yahweh had said, and in the remnant whom Yahweh shall call. So what's that? This is the elect. But the main point was him pouring out his spirit upon all flesh. Because look at that dude. He like I said, he had a lot of things going on. Bald head, looked like a heathen. Like he took on a heathen customs. But hey, the Lord has him speaking like that. He knows that he's a Israelite. He's Issachar. Okay, so let's go to First Chronicles, which that was actually on the screen. I was going to read it, but it's First Chronicles 12 and 32. Let me get that. Salakia 32, and it reads, and of the children of Issachar, which are men that had understanding of the times, to know what Israel ought to do. The heads of them were 200, and all their brethren were at their commandment. And that's what he was going into, talking about how they read the stars using I forgot which word he used, man. So Salakia for that, but it's in the video. But how they use it's like a glass I said he read, so they could get to this place. Why do you think when Cristobal Colon, he mentioned about the Renaissance era and the Slakia, that's the wrong video. But when Cristobal Colon was coming over here, he had Hebrew speaking navigators basically, because they knew exactly who they was coming to conquer, man. Because it was their time. All right, so let me grab Genesis 49 real fast and 14. This is Genesis 49 and 14. It goes into Issachar. It says, Issachar is a strong ass crouching down between two burdens. And he saw the rest was good, and the land that it was pleasant, and bowed his shoulder to bear it, and became a servant of tribute. So look, this is how you know Issachar, right? When you go to the word tribute, it goes into, let's bring it out. Get the word tribute real fast. All right, that's the word tribute, unto tribute, right? Check it out.
Strong's H 4522. Mass.
It says mas. All right. So that's let's grab this. It says gang or body of forced laborers. And Issachar works his ass off. Task workers, labor, band, or gang. Forced service. Now what he said when they went into captivity. The Aztecs, but they was under captivity under the Spaniards, the Hispanic people, the Spaniards. All right. So what they were forced to what? Go into slavery. They were forced to do labor for them. All right. It says forced service, task work, serfdom, tributary tribute, levy, task makers, discomfited, labor band, labor gang, slave gang. See that? It says so he mentioned going into captivity. It says gang overseers. It says gang overseers, forced service, serfdom, tribute, and forced payment. All right, tributary, Levite, discomfort, taskmasters. All right, taskmasters. So hey, and so that's Issachar went into slavery as well. And this brother, he's bringing it out, man. He's telling the truth. But you got dudes that don't believe in the 12 tribe sign, man. And that's more proof that, Issachar, is an Israelite. It's part of the 12 tribes, the so-called Mexicans. And that's what that dude was, a so-called Mexican, which is, what, a byword. And that's what, you go in the book of Deuteronomy, that's what it will be called bywords. Like every Israelite that's on this planet, whatever how you say it, whatever tribe you come from, your respectable tribes, they have a byword for you, and that's what they call you. All right, so Lord's willing, with that, I'm gonna say shalom. Lord's willing, this lesson was edifying, it made sense, and you got something out of it. Yasharala, we almost home. Keep pushing. Shalom.